Welcome to Laptops Test. Alienware M15 R5 Ryzen Edition. Gaming Laptop Review 2025. The Alienware M15 R5 is one of the cheaper laptops you should consider buying. Quality is the biggest differentiator when it comes to laptop hardware. The more experience, expertise, and money you have, the more you can expect your computer to perform. Build quality. It's easy to open because there was no help on the front, so it was angled to open easily. As with most laptops, there is a slight bend in the cover, but that's not a problem. The rubber feet below don't seem to slip as well as the others. Design. The gray chassis is reminiscent of Asus TUF-15, which doesn't fit the company's flagship high-performance laptops. The Mate lid is impregnated with a glossy foreign font, but it's not very noticeable until you turn it on. The lid is accented with an illuminated RGB Alienware Alien Face logo that favors alien-themed colors over primary ones. Inside, there is another button that acts as a power button. Screen: the 15.6-inch 1080 p165 Hz screen offers a decent color gamut and excellent contrast. This model does not have a MUX switch, but the 1440p 240 Hz or 1080 p360 Hz models have the advanced Optimus with G-Sync. Camera and microphone. There is a 720p camera in the center of the screen, and you cannot set up Windows Hello Face Unlock on this laptop, but the Alienware website states that it can be used with a 1440 p240 Hz or 1080 p360 Hz model. Keyboard and touchpad. This laptop has the option of a mechanical keyboard with Cherry MX miniature keys with per-key RGB backlighting, but there is also a regular 4-zone RGB option. Unfortunately, the backlight doesn't illuminate the secondary, and it looks like you can use the F7 hotkey to turn the brightness on or off, but it's pretty buggy sometimes. Performance. Under the hood is a powerful octa-core 3.3 to 4.6 GHz AMD Ryzen 9590 HX CPU with 16 GB of DDR4 3200 RAM and 1 TB NVMe storage. In PC Mark 10, they all scored 6,934, along with other highs from AMD sports machines. Scored 2,044 in the Cinebench R15 rendering test and 12,240 in the longer R23 test. The Alienware M15 R5 has an NVIDIA RTX 3070 GPU. This scored 9,486 on 3D Mark Time Spy, which averaged 60 frames per second. It hit 11,766, 54 frames per second average, on Firestrike Extreme and 5,946, 27.5 frames per second, in the Port Royal Ray Tracing test. Battery. The M15 R5 has an 86 watt-hour battery lasting up to 8 hours. In most cases, with a few exceptions, the battery is larger compared to other Ryzen-based laptops. Battery life while playing games will be one of the best we can expect. Conclusion. Overall, the speakers are pretty loud but average in sound quality, still pretty good for a gaming laptop. On the front of the display, the M15 R6 sports a 15.6-inch QHD 1440p IPS LCD panel with a 240 Hz refresh rate and 2 millisecond response time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Laptops Test.